Oh, debug. I got distracted instantly. Day 1. You made it to the shelter. Congratulations. I thought I read that weird. But the drill's not over yet. You'll end up here with whatever and whoever you brought with you. Nothing else. You'll need to make the most of it. The next few days will teach you how to survive down here while the world outside burns. Explore and interact with your surroundings. You can always find out useful things about your shelter and its inhabitants when your survival journal is not opened yet or hidden. First things first, we must ration food and water. If you don't wine and dine yourself, the folks you've brought with you, you can bet your bottom dollar none of you will ever see the light of day again. As long as you have food and water available, ration it out to a given person by selecting the picture of a can or bottle under their portrait. Okay, let's just read. 4 days without water. Okay. Oh. I was curious. Wow, this is neat. Since this is your first day down here, you'll need to get used to your surroundings. Believe me, ventilation hum can drive anyone nuts if you don't occupy yourself with something to do. Get some decent rest and we'll carry on tomorrow. Nighty night. Okay. It is to day 2. Day 2. I already have stubble. And the Geiger counter clicking. Oh. Go away. Map. Portable radio. Suitcase. Flashlight. Checkers. Good morning, survivalists. Hope you slept well. The bed's comfy enough? Comfy enough? No? Well, better get used to it since you'll be staying down here for a while. We'll start today's activities with the rationing since you need to do it every day. But after that, we'll move on to something else. I did that. If they're gone, you'll be gone sooner than you say corn dog. What? So sometimes you'll need to send people to the surface to bring in more supplies. You do this by preparing an expedition a day before it actually departs. Oh, a day before it actually departs. Be careful though. Tired survivors can never be a part of an expedition. Today we will skip preparations and jump directly. Wow. Mary Jane isn't worried, or at least she's not saying so out loud. Who's Mary Jane? Timmy might not look like it, but he's a strong young boy. He's doing just fine. Dolores is quite calm given the situation. Ted says there's nothing to worry about him. No need to worry about him. He's okay. I mean, I want to give everybody everything. But I guess I can skip a water. Let's both skip a water. Sending people outside into the wasteland is no walk in the park. Do it too early or without a gas mask and you can bet it's a suicide mission for them. Send healthy and well-fed people. Sick, hurt, or crazed people are more likely to perish out there. You can send one person at a time. Let's give it a try. This time you will need to send someone out. But if you ever want to skip a trip to the surface, don't select anyone. Let's send you. No, him. Is he just gonna disappear? Is he gonna disappear? Day 3. Oh, he's spending like all day out there. What is this? I don't really understand, like. Oh. Oh. It's not, oh, a gun. Why didn't he take the gun with him? What is this? Anyways. This is a drill. So your explorer will come back after a little while, but in an event of a real apocalypse, they might be gone for a couple of days. In the meantime, you'll be faced with other problems that'll test you to the limits. I'm talking about making decisions that can break even the best of men's moral spine. We'll see what clay you're made of. But first, ration your food and water. We don't want anyone starving now. Do we? Mary Jane isn't worried, or at least she's not saying, oh, I see. And he's doing well. Okay. Ooh, wow. Scratched his face out. So let's food them. I'm an army man, so I don't know a second thing about imagination, but you could probably use yours now. Picture this scenario. You come across your kid's hamster. who in some bizarre way found its way to the shelter. The kids are obviously going to love it, and so will you. There's nothing better than food that comes to you on its own. Now it's up to you. Do you cook him? No. It's a hamster. It's like a mouthful of meat. Why would you do that? I want a mouthful of food. Geiger counter. Ted. Oh, thirsty. Rifle. Mary Jane. She's fine. Good choice. The little furry guy can stay and fatten up. It'll make a bigger meal in a few days. And maybe your only source of food if you run out of cans. Mary Jane says she's fine, doesn't need anything. Dolores should get it. Ted is really thirsty. So let's not feed the daughter. Or give her water and let's not eat. Wow, this is like super in-depth. You might be faced with decisions that require you to use your equipment. However, sometimes you might find you don't have the one item that you were supposed to save, that was supposed to save the day. So make sure you can scavenge the right supplies before the blast. Keep in mind, every item can be used for something. What do you want to do today? Clean a rifle, listen to the radio, or maybe play shadow bunnies using your flashlight? He sounds insane already. He really does. Let's clean the rifle. Because you always want to keep those clean. Did he come back? Ooh, he looks jacked up. Holy crap. What is that? What was that? Was that poison? Good thinking. Keeping your weapons in working order is your number one priority. Remember, even if they do get damaged, you might be able to repair them with some good old-fashioned American engineering, though. And maybe some chewing gum and a shoelace, because we're MacGyver. Good news, everybody. The expedition is back. Sometimes they return with extra supplies. Sometimes they won't. Other times, they'll come back with a nasty injury or even radiation sickness. Believe me, you don't want to get those. I hear glowing in the dark isn't as fun as it sounds. This time your explorer was hurt, but they will recover after the proper use of a first aid kit. You can use one during rationing. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. We thought the metro station would be a good spot for to scavenge for undamaged supplies. It turned out someone came up with the same idea. There's a group of people living down there. They use 45? What? My brain. They use bullets as currency. They're no bandits, but they keep to themselves. They told us to have a look around if we wanted to. We wouldn't pass any opportunity to get some more water, so when we found the toilets, we did not hesitate to fill as many bottles as we could. 2 bottles? Near the metro entrance, we discovered a tomato soup vending machine, of course. We left most of our change in another pair of trousers. What? Break it. Smash it. There was a small maintenance area next to the ticket booths. We were hoping to find a bit of soap to wash ourselves. The only thing we had was a can of bug spray. Mary Jane something to drink. Timmy is jacked up. Dolores is doing quite well. Nothing new. So she's thirsty. He can first aid and both because he's been outside. You need at least one alive adult to keep going. If you send your only survivor to the surface, you won't know what's happening in your bunker until they come back. And when they do, your shelter might already belong to someone else. A decent padlock may protect it, but not for long. This was a busy day. Take your time and get some sleep. If you made it this far, you're doing great and have a chance at getting out of this foxhole. Cool. Just looking around real quick. Oh, did I use it? Hey, that thing's spinning. Empty. Oh, that's not good. He used all of it? Oh, yeah, he's hungry and tired. Oh, wait, I forgot to check. Oh, well. We've only just sent someone outside, but let's give it another go today, shall we? The first time you were only asked to pick up one brave volunteer to save the day. This time you will get a chance to equip your explorer with some useful gear. Find your troops and I'll see you at the shelter entrance. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble today, and no trouble dared to cross her path. But Dolores, we hope this morning called enough for Ted. So wait, Mary Jane. Let's send her out because she's like feeling crazy. Let's get him some food and water. And let's get you some food and water because we're sending you out. I think. Wait, anything... notice Tandy with a suitcase. This? Oh, she can only carry... Let's give her a map. Oh, wait. Let's get... Okay. Oh, that's cool. Let's give her a gun. And a map. And the radio. Let's see how that goes. Let's just give her everything we have. Because I'm crazy. Day 7. Wow, it's really really empty in here. Oh, we didn't give her a flashlight. We probably should have. Morning, people. You're probably asking yourself one simple question. What's the point of sitting in this atomic shelter? Why don't I just leave? Well, leaving is a death sentence. If the radioactive sickness doesn't kill you, then the giant scorpions will. You can trust me on that. Your one chance is our boys arriving to rescue you. So every good citizen needs to do one thing. Seek contact with the US military and wait to rescue. Equipment. Timmy is very hungry. Water and Ted. Okay, they're thirsty. Wait, what was Timmy is hungry. So water, food. No. The rescue ain't coming today. But we'll come get you eventually. You need to keep your radio operational and be ready to venture into the wastes. However, you also need to be careful. It might not be only our soldiers out there. There could be bandits or worse, commies. Just imagine what will happen if the Reds discover you. So let's agree to the rules for this drill. You only open this door if someone knocks 2 times. Am I clear? 2 knocks. Am I gonna forget that immediately? Oh, she's back. She's fine. There's radiation happening. Oh, wow. Oh, that thing's jacked up. You'll need to remember that some days will be very intense. A lot of things will happen that you'll need to be prepared for. That's why any day that gives you a break is a blessing. And you'll need to make sure you make the most of it. Eat, drink, and relax while thinking about all those commie bastards who don't have comfy bunkers like you. That thought always gets me through the day. Nothing. Oh, Mary Jane returning. We were thrilled to find the place still running. Firefighters redecorated the place and redid their outfits. Most of the walls were messily painted black and red, and firemen's... Oh. They're not firefighters anymore. So alternative. Near the garage, we found a few firefighters shooing off some giant mutated cockroaches with a fire hose. They managed to fill some water bottles in the process. Oh man, the map is jacked up. There isn't anything new bothering Mary Jane. She went outside and she's just fine. Everything seems okay. Let's save everything. Let's do that. As long as you keep your shelter stocked and remain cautious, you should be okay. However, every choice you make may come back to bite you on the ass, even after a few days or weeks. Consider your options carefully. This is a drill. Okay. This is one hell of a tutorial. So the radio's fine. Tattered map, flashlight, suitcase, bug spray, checkers. Nobody's played checkers yet. She looks angry. If I were you, I'd check the door. Our extraction team might be coming for you any day now, but be careful. This is a post-apocalyptic scenario, and you never know what's coming. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing happened to Mary Jane. Eat, drink. Fine for Dolores. Ted seems to be doing all right, even though the world has gone to a crappy place. Okay, Timmy needs water. Timmy needs water. Someone's at the door. You can hear several knocks. If you listen closely, you can make out a sequence of 3 knocks. You don't open the door. I learned. He said 2 knocks in all capital letters. What are you doing, dude? Timmy, Thirsty, thirsty, hungry, thirsty, hungry. Bug. It disappeared. Did I do it with the bug spray? What is that? What did somebody draw? Okay, well, anyways. Good call. That wasn't the knock you were waiting for. Caution at all times. Remember that. Be cautious. Apply yourself, and maybe you and your family will be just fine. Or at least most of you. Mary Jane, he's just distracted. Dolores, so water, Mary Jane, water and food, Dolores. Okay, so water, Mary Jane, water, food, food, water, foodie water. As you were counting imaginary sheep in your head, another series of knocks broke your concentration. Someone is really hammering on the door, and you're probably not taking no for an answer. 2 knocks. 2 knocks. The pattern keeps repeating. Do you open the door? Well, that's not really 2 knocks. Well, okay, let's try it. The end. Did I die? What? Good job. You're safe and sound with our brave soldiers. And now you can have all have some apple pie. You deserve it. Now you can go back to your lovely house and continue your idyllic lives. If any atomic trouble comes your way, you know what to do. Sweet. We spent 11 days in our shelter. Day 5 underground. Fire station. Oh. Drop the base. No. Okay, but anyways. This is pretty cool. I really like this. So that was the tutorial. Thank you very much for hanging out. There's obviously going to be more parts of this because I really enjoy it. So please leave a like. It does help me out. And I'll see you next time.